Hello, I just want to offer my opinions on Spider-Man One More Day. First, I want to start off by saying Civil War, when he exposed his identity. At first, I thought that was stupid, but Spider-Man would never do that. Then I thought, okay, Marvel might turn this into a positive. He may, write a book, and it's like, this is why I did this stuff. And start getting the credit he deserves as Spider-Man, like one of the world's greatest heroes. And it's like he'll get some, if you read Harry Potter, some Elder Stone type thing. If you don't, he'll be able to see the people he lost, like Gwen Stacy, Uncle Ben, and other people I don't know. But no, they screw it up with One More Day. And I first read it, I thought it was interesting. Hold on, let me flip to it. His little fight with Iron Man thing that I just showed you the start of, if you couldn't see it, sorry. And I thought it was gonna get better, because I read that and thinking, okay, let's finish out the 4 things that happen. And so Spider-Man goes to see Doctor Strange in the 2nd volume, and is saying, basically, can you help me? And he gives him some magical thing that gives him gets a device, and he's asking everyone in the Marvel universe, is there anything you can do to save Aunt May? And I get that. He loves her, he doesn't want her to die. But it's like he goes to see Doctor Doom, Dead Girl. I don't read ecstatic, but I thought she'd be able to do something for him. Read the Black Panther, Beast, Morbius, and some other people I don't know. And so he goes back in time to when Aunt May got sniped. And he's basically a ghost. These creatures are stopping him, and the bullet, since he's like a ghost, it goes through him and shoots Aunt May. And Aunt May's bleeding, and Doctor Strange comes, helps him out. And they start having a thing, and it says, see Amazing Spider-Man 42. And I really haven't looked, but still, that seems stupid. 42, that's back way before I was born. And it's stupid. And 3, at the end of 2, he finds this little girl, and she says, I can help get Aunt May back for you. And he starts following her, and she says, your problem is just selfish. And Peter, Spider-Man, goes, whoa, hang on. See, you're selfish, you're self-involved, and you always put your pain at the center of the universe. And in Civil War, if I haven't said this before, I thought he was going to see him again. They were going to say, we don't blame you, Peter, it's alright. He was going to cry, and the spirits would comfort him. And he'd start getting famous in the Marvel universe. And get the respect he deserves, and still fight. And again, she says, you're selfish. And it's As long as you can go to that sleep with a clear conscience, you wouldn't care who else has to pay for that good night's sleep. The whole world has an answer to your pain. You know why? Because making the pain big makes your revenge big, makes you feel big. And he says, that's big words for a little kid. And he goes on and meets like these alternate versions of himself, which is like one where he's like the fat nerd who like lives in a, it's like playing the fat nerd, basically. It's stereotypical and should know what I'm talking about. Then he meets like another version of him where he uses his like science stuff and is rich, and he meets this lady in red, and she says like, I can meddle with stuff, like say you never got bit by the bug, the radioactive bug that gave him his powers. And he turns into like the nerd by his wages turned inward, like since he's not getting the girls and stuff. And then he becomes sciencey and rich, but like doesn't have love and misses Mary Jane. And Mephisto, and he's like talking to Mary Jane. It's like, you're Mephisto, blah blah blah, whatever. And at the end, which I'm pretty happy about, they have the first appearance of Mephisto in the Silver Surfer. Because again, this is going back before I was born, and it's kind of interesting. Now, part 4. It's Peter's in bed and he starts, I'm not even going to get into it. And they even go back to the issue this is in the 4th book. The 4th comic book. And in the back is the issue they get married. And again, I thought he was going to everything was going to be better for him. He wasn't going to be like so depressed. And right when Mephisto says him and MJ kiss, and she says, you hit the jackpot, the famous line from when they first met. And he's living with Aunt May, and they fuck Peter up. And I'm sorry if my family's watching this for swearing, but they screwed him up pretty bad. I thought he was gonna get better, and I would say this is worse than the Clone Saga, but being 15, born in 92, I never read the Clone Saga. I'm hoping they put it into like a book so past generations know what happened, because I hear people going, oh, the Clone Saga sucked, and it's no clue what they're talking about. And they screwed Spider-Man up. And I was going to get the next stuff, but it was too expensive, just the 4 issues past. And again, they screw up the timeline. And if you're gonna do something like that, you explain the whole timeline again. Not just like he still has the money problems. And I thought he was gonna choose Aunt May, because Aunt May's old, it's her time. And the thing about old people is you expect them to die. And since I only got like 33 seconds, I'm gonna cut you guys go and maybe do this rant another time. Okay, see you later.